How's it going, everyone? Got a couple of PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 game updates to go over in this video. Sacrifice gets its Shunned Namekeeper update. Free update here, adding some new content to the game. Speaking of free updates and free games, Genshin Impact version 3.2 update is now available. Not a big Genshin guy myself, but I have a few friends that are super into it. I'll cover that briefly. Return to Monkey Island is hitting PS5 and Xbox Series on November 8th, and Sonic Frontiers gets a Prologue animated short. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But first of all, Sacrifice Shunned Namekeeper. The update is now available. Developer Ska Studio and Devoured Studios have released a Shunned Namekeeper, adding a bunch of new content to the game. Return to Alterstone the Kingdom and reap rewards from a free content update. Hunt corrupt mages while wielding 10 new weapons, 5 new armor sets, and a myriad of other items. Encounter a mysterious Shunned Namekeeper in Ashbourne Village, a strange merchant whose esoteric goods reward those willing to devour a nameless mage. His rise to mark Inquisitor infamy and access the Kingsguard stash. A collection of Alterstone's most valuable treasures. The Shunned Namekeeper update introduces over 50 new items, weapons, and armor sets, including the Tattooed Egg, a multiplayer item allowing Inquisitors to duel co-op partners, the Howling Hourglass, a strange item that resets the location of a region's roaming mages, and the Bowl of a Fleeting Knowledge, an arcane tool that reveals the location of roaming mages. Sacrifice is available right now for PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, so you can go check that out. Game goes for $19.99. This is, of course, the follow-up to Salt and Sanctuary, so, you know, if you're into more challenging, darker aesthetic games, Salt and Sacrifice might be something right up your alley. Give it a look if you already own the game. Again, Shunned Namekeeper update available now. Alright, moving on from that, speaking of updates, Genshin Impact gets a major update with version 3.2, adding new characters in Nahida and Layla, new equipment, main story quests, enemies, and more. I'll leave a link to the full patch notes in the description box below. So there's a bunch of stuff being added with this new update. New characters, of course, at the heart of it. New system, new pot system and replication, new equipment being added as well, and then new main story quests have been rolled out as well. On top of that, new enemies, new bosses, all that good stuff. Again, Genshin Impact, not really my cup of tea. I have a friend that is super into it. Literally, all they play is Genshin Impact, and tried to get into it. Not really my cup of tea. Like, I played it for a little while, but it's not something that I'm gonna constantly go back to or anything like that. I get it, like, people like the aesthetic style of the game, all the characters and whatnot. I know it's got, like, a ridiculously big fan base. I was kind of exposed to that once I realized when my one friend was super into the game and kind of just exposed me to the world of Genshin Impact, like cosplayers and all this stuff. Like, people are so into it, which more power to them. Just don't be spending your bank account on it. But version 3.2, that update is available right now. So if you play it, of course, it is a free-to-play title. It's available on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. You should probably play it on PlayStation 5 for the performance upgrades and everything like that. You know, if you like the anime style, at least give it a shot. You got nothing to lose. And the time I did spend with it, I had a fine time with it. Nothing against it, but yeah, it is what it is. I know, like, a lot of people do hate a lot of the elements of the game and think, you know, some people get pretty down bad with Genshin Impact, but nonetheless, you know, just download it and try it out. That's not gonna take anything from you. Alright, next up, Return to Monkey Island, coming to PS5 and Xbox Series on November the 8th. Also, it will be available on Xbox Game Pass if you do want to play it on there. Return to Monkey Island first dropped on PC back on September 19th. An unexpected, thrilling return of series creator Ron Gilbert that continues the story of the legendary adventure game The Secret of Monkey Island and Monkey Island 2, developed in collaboration with Lucasfilm's games. Key features now: return to point-and-click, a swashbuckling, bring classic point-and-click gameplay to the modern day. Intrepid pirates will solve puzzles and explore islands with a clever evolution of classic adventure game controls, context-sensitive interactions, reactive dialogue trees, and an easy-to-use inventory system, making pirating a breeze. Embark on archipelago adventures, navigate the sometimes friendly confines of Melee Island, a familiar place that finds itself under new management by leaders who have put the squeeze on old friends and new faces. Venture out into uncharted lands like the aptly named Terror Island and the chilling outposts of Bermuda to make allies and enemies alike, created by a legendary crew as well. Again, dropped on PC all the way back in September, but now it will be coming to PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series. Very positive reception over there, almost 5,000 reviews, 93% of those reviews are positive. $24.99 price tag, so not super expensive either. if you're into throwback titles, point-and-click titles, something to keep on your radar. So again, November 8th on that. Also, lastly, we are coming up on the release of Sonic Frontiers, a game that I've been talking about quite a bit. I am still super excited for the game. I'm really hoping it turns out well, and I have to say, the Sonic Frontiers Prologue Divergence animated short that they put out, this looks fantastic. Like, love the art style to it. Would recommend you to check it out. Sega has released a 6-minute animated short for Sonic Frontiers dubbed Sonic Frontiers Prologue Divergence. It's a video centered around Knuckles. Knuckles, growing up, was one of my favorite characters in Sonic, so obviously that hits home with me. The video notes, for as long as he can remember, Knuckles has preferred to operate on his own as the guardian of the Master Emerald. He knows every corner of this island and every secret it holds, or so he thought. A sudden discovery is about to turn his world upside down. So check out the video for yourself. Again, I think it was pretty well animated. Like, looks top-notch as far as animation goes. Obviously, you know, game is gonna be different quite a bit, but yeah, I quite enjoyed that video. And again, Knuckles, one of my favorite characters in the Sonic franchise, so enjoyed that quite a bit. I know, like, Shadow is everybody's favorite, and I love me some Shadow too. I even like that game on PlayStation 2. All of Me, that song was great. But nonetheless, Sonic Frontiers is scheduled for release on November 8th. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. Really curious, especially because this channel centers around, like, PlayStation. What are you guys doing about this game? Like, are you gonna pick it up day one? Are you getting it alongside God of War? Is it gonna hit the back burner, or are you just skipping it altogether? I think if you're a PlayStation owner, like, man, I don't know how this I wish we would get, like, sales numbers specifically of Sonic Frontiers on PlayStation, because how it does, based on the fact that God of War is coming out as well. Like, it's hitting all these other platforms. I think the best-selling version is gonna be the Nintendo Switch version. I think Sonic Frontiers is gonna fit really well on there, but, yeah, as far as the PlayStation release goes, I think it is going to be hampered a little bit due to God of War coming out just a day later on November the 9th. And I don't even think it's a case of, you know, people having a limited amount of money to spend. I think that's part of it, but, you know, God of War Ragnarok is going to be an experience that people are going to delve into and spend a lot of time with, so it's not like, you know, you're going to want to drop it. And I don't imagine most people are going to want to juggle both Sonic and God of War, so that is a little bit of a bummer. Hopefully, from a narrative standpoint, Sonic Frontiers does deliver as well, because I'm interested in that aspect of the game. And so far, what I've seen, man, you got some classic gameplay, you got some new combat elements. I'm really hoping it turns out well, so hopefully we'll hear about that soon. But that is going to do it for me. Again, Sacrifice Shunned Namekeeper update available now. Genshin Impact gets a major free update with update 3.2. The game itself is free, so go check it out. You can get down bad with the microtransactions, though, so be wary of that. Return to Monkey Island coming to PS5 and Xbox Series on November the 8th, and Sonic Frontiers, check out that Divergence animated short, especially if you dig the character of Knuckles. Check it out. Again, I think it was really well animated, if nothing else. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.